That said, I hope you are all well today. Let us start. Let's start in child's pose. Coming onto your hands and knees. Separate the knees a little wider than the hips, toes together, hips to heels. You can reach arms forward or back on the mat, depending on how this all feels in the body. Please feel free, of course, to modify your practice as it makes sense. Right. Just taking your time, moving mindfully, and really staying in your body as you move through your practice today. Deepening the breath each time you inhale, each time you exhale. If you'd like to deepen the stretch in the shoulders, the option is with the arms reaching forward. Bring both palms together. Start bending at the elbows, then lifting your arms, lifting the hands rather, so your elbows stay on the mat. Your thumbs will start to reach toward the back of your neck, right? They do not have to touch your neck. So please, just again, be mindful, don't overdo it. You don't want to do anything that's going to be too deep on the neck or the shoulders here. So even halfway is fine, right? As long as you feel a little bit of a stretch. And if your fingertips, your thumbs do actually touch the back of your neck, that's fine, but that's not really the goal. Let's give it another deep breath or two. And bringing your hands to the mat, let's come up onto hands and knees. We'll release the shoulders a little bit. Big inhale, lift up the right arm. Exhaling, thread the arm under the left side. Head down, shoulder down. You're looking toward the left. You can let the left arm slide up through the top edge of the mat, or if you choose, you can pick up the left arm, wrap it around the lower back. Give yourself a nice little half bind, shoulder opener, back stretch. Let's take one more deep breath. Let's release it out, returning again onto hands and knees. Going the other side, lifting up the left arm, thread it under the right side. Head down, shoulder down. You're looking to the right. Either keep the right arm sliding up as you stretch, or lift the right arm, wrap it gently around the lower back. Good. Start releasing out again. Come onto your hands and knees. Let's go right back to it. Downward facing dog. Tuck the toes, hips up and back. Feel free to walk out the feet a little. Bending the right knee, bending the left. Stretching things out. Good. On a big inhale, lift up the heels high. Exhaling, sink the heels back toward the mat. Rolling forward to plank, lining up the shoulders over the rest. With little readjusting between the hands and the feet, bring it back to your downward facing dog. Lift the right leg up. Bring your right knee to left elbow. Step the right foot all the way through, coming into a, well, not exactly a fallen triangle. Lower the right leg all the way down on the mat. So the right hip is down, elbows bending. You can keep it right here if that's deep enough. Palms together if you want to go full on into it, if you have room to do so. Chest all the way on the mat, arms out to the side like airplane wings, to the left and to the right. And maybe your left hand reaches onto the right foot, right? Optional, of course. If and only if your neck is feeling good, you can turn your gaze toward the right. Just be careful, right? Your back toes maybe stay tucked in the mat, maybe not. Don't sweat it either way. Just breathe, be with it. And let's give it one more deep breath. And slide the hands back in closer to opposite sides of your chest. Press both palms down. Tuck the back toes so your right hip lifts up. Come into pigeon. Bring the right knee behind the wrist. Left leg back. Sit tall. Prop yourself if you need. Then walk the hands out. Lower down. And of course, if you need to modify, please turn around. Lay down on the back if the reverse figure 4 is going to be better for you today. Feel free to keep it right where you are in the extended variation. If you want to take the deeper back bend, add the quad stretch, slide the hands in, lift the chest, keep the right hand down, bend the left knee and reach your left hand back toward the foot, inside the foot. Yeah, so you can hold here, still keeping the hips nice and level, right? So we're not sliding off to the right side or the left. That's what the props are for, to help keep you balanced nice and even. If you want to go for it, lift the right arm up. Let's give it one more deep breath. And lower the right hand, lower the left. And hands down. Let's actually quick down dog with the right foot back. Then come forward to plank with both knees on the mat. Come to stand up on your knees. Ustrasana, camel pose. Hands to the lower back. Fingertips pointing down. Bring the elbows toward each other, setting up, camel. Bring the elbows toward each other, chest up, hips forward, head up and back. You're either holding here or let your hands one at a time reach towards your heels. Hips forward, chest up, head back. Make sure the breath is moving. Let's give it one more deep breath. And one hand at a time to your lower back. Have a seat briefly on the heels. Either let the hands rest here or palms together, thumbs at your third eye point. Deep breaths. One more breath. Good. Lower the hands back down onto the mat. Down dog, tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back. If you want to neutralize things a little bit more than a down dog, right? Maybe the down dog is enough to help the spine lengthen out. You can plank chaturanga, completely up to you. Good, let's do the other side, picking up the left leg. Bring your left knee to your right elbow like you're gonna come into your fallen triangle, but you're not. Step the left foot all the way through, lower the outer left hip all the way on the mat. Right leg back, toes tucked or untucked, whatever you're managing here. Bend the elbows, palms together. You can hold here, get a nice stretch in the outer left hip. If you want to go for it, chest down on the mat. Arms out to the sides like airplane wings. You're looking to the right or to the left. Maybe your right hand resting on your extending left leg. Let's give it one more deep breath. Surrender up to the stretch. Start to carefully release. Slide the hands into opposite sides of the chest. Press down. The left hip lifts up. Bend the left knee. Transition into pigeon. Right leg back. Sit tall. Use props if you need. Hips level. Walk the hands out. Forehead down. Modify on the back if you need to do so. And of course, you're welcome to keep it right here. If you want to go for it, the option is hands in, head up. Keep your left hand down, bend the right knee, right hand to the inside of the foot. Right, hip, a nice little back bend, quad stretch. If you really want to go for it, left arm up. One more breath. Good, let's release it out. Lower the right foot, removing any props from under the left hip or thigh. Down dog as a brief transition. Shake it off because we're gonna camel pose one more time. Come forward, drop the knees. Come to stand up on the knees. Hands to your lower back, fingertips point down. Elbows toward each other, hips forward, chest up, head up and back. Keep the hips reaching forward. Protect the lower back. Keep the breath moving, and if you're going for it, one hand at a time to your heels, right? Hips forward, chest up. Nice deep breaths. Surrender up to the stretch. One more time. And one hand at a time to your lower back, chest up. Head back, or rather head forward. Have a seat on your heels and either letting your hands rest on the tops of the legs or palms together, thumbs at your third eye point. Deep breaths. One more deep breath. Good. Let's all take a seat. Come off your heels. Shift your feet to one side. Sit back. Sweep the legs around. Paschimottanasana, seated forward fold. Maybe even shimmy the hips forward a little bit so your sit bones make nice firm contact with the ground. Inhale, lift the arms high. Exhale, come forward and grab your feet, toes, heels. Use a belt or strap. Whatever you have available if you need something to give you a more reasonable grip. Shoulders back, crown of the head forward. Good, let's give it one more deep breath. Inhaling, lift the chest. Exhaling, release. Good, let's bring the soles of the feet together, Baddha Konasana. Right. Hands to the feet, sit tall, either maintaining it right here if this is deep enough on the hips, or lengthening forward. Avoid the urge to collapse and round into it. Right? We want to always create space, let the breath move. Two more deep breaths. And inhaling, chest up. Exhaling, releasing out the feet. Bring the knees together. Extend your left leg straight forward, stepping your right foot over to the outside of your left leg. Ardha Matsyendrasana. The right hand reaches back behind you. Sit tall. You're either wrapping the left arm or twisting to the right side first. You're either wrapping the left arm as you twist to the right, or you're taking the slightly deeper variation. Bring your left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Chest up, gaze to the right, maybe peek toward the right shoulder. Let's give it one more deep breath. On your next inhale, bring it to center. Exhale, take a little counter stretch to your left. Return to center, extend the right leg, bend the left knee. Step it over to the outside of the right leg. Chest up, left arm back. You're either wrapping the right arm as you twist left or
take the right elbow, hook it outside the left knee. But make sure the shoulders, right, we're not collapsing them down, or rather collapsing them up into our shoulders, right? Drop them down, twist left, squeezing out from the belly, right, while keeping the breath moving nice and easy. Let's inhale, bring it to center. Exhale, little counter stretch to the right side. All right, come back to center. Unwrap the left leg, bending up at both knees. Roll onto your back. Hug the knees in toward the chest. Rock a little side to side if that feels good. Happy baby. Any of those options to release. Okay, bring your feet to the mat. Hug your right knee in toward the chest, straight at the left leg on the mat. And you're either taking a strap or belt, wrapping it around the bottom of the right foot, right, and pressing the right heel up. Or if it's reasonable to do so, grab, grab onto your big right toe in yogi toe lock, okay? Your left leg is gonna, left hand will rest on your left thigh or hip, keeping an eye, or rather keeping a hand on the situation, making sure both hips remain on the mat. Press the right heel up, bring the right leg slowly out to the right side. Stopping before you feel your left hip pop up. All right, soften the shoulders back a little. Turn your gaze toward the left. Deep breaths. One more time. Let's come back to center, right leg up, and bending up the right knee. You can let go of the strap, let go of the foot. Let's go the other way. Press the right heel out, bring the left knee in. Either taking a strap or a belt around the left foot, pressing the left heel up, holding onto the strap, or grab onto your big left toe. Right hand, right hip or thigh. Keep the hips level, shoulders soften back, breathe nice and deep, bring your left leg out to the left side, stopping before you feel the right hip pop up. Right, hips level, shoulders back, look to the right. One more breath. Let's return to center. Bend up the left knee, bend both knees, hug them in. When you're ready, bring your feet to the mat and let's go upside down. You can headstand, Shirshasana, shoulder stand, Sarvangasana. Use a block. If you want to do the supported legs up in the air, bring your mat to the wall. If you'd like to go full restorative, right? Yogi's choice. If you'd like me to walk you through something, either say so, or you can put it in chat and we'll go from there. I think I can see chat going on here, so so just, yeah, signal if you do want me to walk through something. All right, just take your time, move mindfully. Nice deep breaths. We'll give it another 2 or 3 deep breaths. Good. If you have your legs up the wall in a nice restorative asana, feel free to stay there if you want throughout your Shavasana. Up to you, of course, right? Otherwise, you're coming down wherever you are, right? And if you're in headstand, you're going right into child's pose. If you're shoulder stand, you can stay on the back for fish, Matsyasana, chest up, head back, right? block or rolled up blanket between shoulder blades to do the same thing. You always have the option too of rolling onto your belly for Bhujangasana, cobra pose. And just soften into the stretch. Nice deep breaths. Let's give it another deep breath or two. Lowering down, releasing out. Good. Return onto your back. Hug the knees in toward the chest again. If you want to take any final little stretch or twist or anything that works for you. Working out the final kinks in the body as we start setting up our final relaxation today. When you are otherwise ready, start coming into Savasana, extending out the legs on the mat. Let the feet separate a little bit, drop the toes out, closing the eyes, let the arms drop out, turn the palms face up. Soften the space between the eyebrows. Unclenching the jaw. Just letting go of the breath. Settling into stillness. Briefly scanning from head to toe. Right. Being aware of the forehead, the nose, the chin, the throat, the whole head. Back of the head resting on the mat. The shoulders, right shoulder, right elbow, right wrist, palm of the right hand, thumb, first finger, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, the whole right hand, the whole right arm, left shoulder, left elbow, left wrist, palm of the left hand, the thumb, first finger, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, the whole left hand, the whole left arm. Aware of the chest, the belly, the hips, the whole back of the body. The right hip, the right leg, the knee, the calf, the ankle, sole of the right foot, big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe. The whole right foot, the whole right leg, left hip, left leg, left knee, left calf, left ankle, the sole of the left foot, big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe. The whole left foot, the whole left leg, the whole of the body, the whole of the body, the whole of the body. Begin lengthening the breath, observing the belly rising on the inhales, falling softly on the exhales. Start to wiggle the fingers and toes, maybe gently roll the head a little side to side. Reaching the arms overhead, enjoy a nice waking stretch. Bring the knees in toward the chest one final time, rolling slowly to the right. Keeping the eyes closed a little while longer, start coming back up to a comfortable seated position on the mat. Bow your chin to your chest, taking the opportunity as you check in once again with the breath. Following the inhales, following the exhales. And always taking the opportunity to honor your efforts and honor your practice this afternoon. You're welcome to join me chanting one Om as we seal our practice, beginning with a deep breath in, taking a deep breath out, inhaling, Namaste.